inhabitants of the World Wide Web. So I'm sorry if I'm not that lively today. I've literally just come back from spending an entire day filming for our second edit of The Bench. It wasn't that great the first time, so our lecturer told us to go out and reshoot it. So we spent from 10 this morning till 4 out in the sun filming, which is why my face is red, because the one time we get actual sunlight and really lovely weather, I end up catching it on my face and getting a slight sunburn. So I apologise if I look very tomato-like and if I'm not that lively. Plough on anyway, everybody else does, so I'm not going to let a little bit of sunburn, you know, ruin my day. So everyone and their mother seems to be doing a video about their school memories. I was looking around the internet at all these videos and they just sort of like broke down the door that holds all my memories in, and I remembered all the horrible stuff that happened to me when I was in secondary school. So instead of keeping it all in and hiding it from everybody and wallowing in my embarrassment, I thought it would be fun to let you guys know all my horrible memories. I'm looking forward to it. So here are my stories, and I know I'm going to regret this. So in my old secondary school there was around 200 students, and the teachers in my school used to gather us all together in the sports hall for every 2 weeks, and we'd have an assembly and we'd talk about, you know, who'd damaged the toilets the last time and how much it cost to replace them and other stuff like that. Now the sports hall has like, I don't know about anyone else's secondary school, but in the sports hall in my old school there's concrete. It's apparently very slippy. Our tutor on this day was late taking us into the assembly, so we were literally the last class to go in. So I remember like walking in having 200 pairs of eyes just staring at me in anger because we'd kept them for so long. And like I said, it was raining outside, which was made apparent by all the girls in the front of the line screaming about how their hair was going to get wet. So I walked in and I was about to join the queue to sit down right at the back of the room. I put my foot down and I slipped and fell straight on my ass. So naturally everybody started to laugh. I get back up laughing, only to fall back down again. In the end I had to crawl to my seat. So in the same year, and I will be honest, it wasn't that great of a year for me, I had a one fateful PE lesson. And our teacher was like, well, seeing as it's raining outside, we'll play indoor netball. And everyone except me cheered for joy because everyone loves indoor netball and well, I apparently am the only one who doesn't. You know, I just would have been happy if she'd cancelled the whole lesson altogether, but no, she didn't want to do that, which sucked. She put us all into groups and thinking it would be a good idea to stick the awkward fat teenager who was crap at sports and hated everyone in my class and was hated by everyone in my class in the same group as all the pretty, sporty, skinny, popular girls. Plus, none of my friends were in the group, so I was alone. She might as well have just stripped me naked and sent me off into the rain because it had the exact same effect. I am not joking. We were playing a game against these like really fierce girls because I am the fat loser, nobody wants to give me the ball or block me. I finally get the ball and I feel really cocky, like this is my ball, get your own, you bitch. I'm too far away from the net, and anybody who knows netball or basketball, you'll know that you can't run with the ball. So I had to pivot and throw it back to someone else. Now this person, she was really good and she'd gotten caught by some of the defenders from the other group. And I was the only person who didn't have the ball, so I was running backwards yelling, I'm open, I'm open! And I tripped over nothing, and I fell, and I smacked the back of my head on the concrete floor. I can't remember what happened after that, so I have to rely on what other people have been telling me. Some people say that I passed out for a few seconds, and some people say that I just sat back up and cried. So that's it for now. I know that there's only 2 stories, but I didn't want to give you all my stories and have no content for the future. So if you do want to see any more of me, but I don't know why I'm doing this, if you want to see any more of me talking about any embarrassing moments that happened to me at school, or just in general life, then let me know and I might do another one. It all depends on what you want, really. I mean, I'm not gonna make a video for you not to watch it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon. And I'm really sorry I've not been lively. I just don't have the energy at the moment. Like I said, we spent the entire day outside, and I'm just drained, even though I don't look it. And ow. I wish you could feel my face. It's so hot.